Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you back today for another reading. I hope that all of you are having an amazing day. And if you're coming across this video by any chance, then this is a sign from your spirit guides, your angels, your team, that there is something big coming for you around the corner. And today I wanted them to give you a message, their last message before everything happens and everything takes off for you. So yeah, we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about what is the last thing that your spiritual team would like to tell you before the big things happen for you. So we're gonna start by shuffling your cards, pile number 1, and if you want to skip this part, as always, the timestamp, is in the description. So let's see, what is the last thing that you need to hear before everything happens for you, pile 1? What will your spirit guides, your angels want to tell you? I saw the Queen of Swords there, so let's see. What would they like to tell you before it all starts happening for you? Before your big moment, before your big break? I feel like taking these 3. Okay. Let's get your oracles now. What is the last message that they would like to tell you for pile number 1, Spirit? What is the last thing that they need to know before everything starts to happen for them? Pile number 1. What is their last message from you, Spirit? Pile number 1. Oh, I'm already starting to get some messages through for you guys, but let's just wait to shuffle the cards because some people might not be present right now. Let's see, what is the last message for pile 1? Oh wow, your pile is really powerful. I'm so excited to get into your reading. Okay, let's get your last card. Pile 1, what is the last message that you need to hear? Okay, so we have your cards now. And for those of you who skipped the shuffling process, I mentioned that I was already starting to get messages for you guys and that your messages were already coming through very powerful. But you guys chose the frog and the lotus here with metamorphosis, as well as this pink crystal, which appears very white, but is actually like a very light pink color. Okay, so the first thing that I heard for you guys is we saw like the Queen of Swords pop up while I was shuffling your cards, and this like gave me the message of like, you guys need to be courageous, you need to be daring, you need to be fearless. Those are the first 3 words that you guys need to hear, and I want you to really pay attention to this, because I feel that what's next for you guys, you need to be fearless. You cannot look back. You cannot let fear get in the way, because you need to be courageous, because that's what it takes for this thing to happen for you guys. All right. And with the frog, this is making me think of like leap of faith. You know, I'm hearing like when it feels the most scary, that's when you jump, because that shows you that you are in front of that big change. You know, change is always scary, right? It can make us feel very uncomfortable. So in order for you guys to get like press like the button for things to start happening for you, you need to make the leap of faith. Because what you guys don't realize is that you're jumping in this beautiful pond with these lotus flowers, and look at how clean this and beautiful and blue this water is. So I feel that you guys are not realizing that, yes, it seems scary, but the pond that you want to jump in is actually going to bring so many blessings for you. Okay, very powerful message right away. So I'm super excited to get into your cards. And let's see, pile 1, what is the message that you need to hear today. Yeah, look at this, the Queen of Wands. You guys are so powerful, and the Queen of Wands is, you know, the queen who has courage, who she's fearless. She is not afraid to express herself and who she is, right? Regardless gender, but because we have the queen here, and you guys are like, look at how rewarded you're going to be with these flowers. Yeah, there is like a big, I feel this is a big success moment that's about to happen for you. You're gonna, the big thing is like this leap of faith that you might be making is going to bring big success for you guys. I feel that's what's around the corner for you here. Yeah, the Star card. Okay, for some of you, this could be fame, recognition. It's like maybe many years ago you prayed to God or to whoever to make you famous, to make you be seen, to make you be recognized. That's really interesting. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, look at this. The Sun. Oh my god, so many positive cards, pile 1. And the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, pile number 1. You're not in the beginning. You're not in the middle. You're right before a big success. That's the big thing that's happening for you. And your spirit guides want to tell you. And we know that it's scary. But if you make this leap of faith, if you make this jump, that's what's going to kind of like, you know, that's how you press the button for this thing to activate for you, for this success to come to you. Because I see that this has to do, pile number 1, with public recognition, with your career, with your job, with many blessings coming in regarding your job, regarding your career, like big financial success. We see the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. I see that there is a lot of abundance and celebration ahead of you with the Sun card. I feel that, you know, you might feel scared right now, and I feel a lot of you do feel that there is something big that's about to happen around the corner for you, but you just might be a little bit afraid to make the last step or take the last leap of faith. And this is where you're gonna have to really be courageous, you know, take some kind of risk. There might be a risk factor to what you're trying to do, but your spirit guides want to tell you that what you want is right around the corner for you. This is about to happen like very soon. It's just that you need to take this one last step, and you know, for everybody it's going to be so different. But I feel your message today is to encourage you to not give up now and to be courageous, because you guys are meant to be seen. I feel that you're meant to live a very luxurious lifestyle, and the way that you're going to create this abundance for yourself is by being true to yourself and by being authentic. For a lot of you, this could be something creative. Maybe it has to do with fame or being on TV, being on social media. But I feel that you are going to be the brand of your success. You are going to be the face of your success. That's the best way that I can describe this for you. Let's take a look at your oracle cards now. You have the house 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So with this, I see that there is going to be a change in your lifestyle, in your day-to-day life, pile number 1. I feel that your routine might be changing, your daily habits might be changing. I feel that your life is going to become so much more stable, especially financially here, because you do have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Sun card. I just feel that your life will start to feel whole as long as you make this last leap of faith. Whatever this is, you know, probably the thing that you're thinking of right now is the thing that you need to do, because it almost feels like this has been haunting you, and a lot of you are like, oh my god, I need to do this. I know that this is the answer, but there is a risk factor that is keeping you stuck a little bit, I feel. But you know, sometimes we have to take that risk. Of course, always think about it, calculate it, minimize the risk as much as possible, but risk is inevitable when it comes to success, you know? And so many successful people say this, you know, nobody got successful by just sitting in their home and not taking risks, not having faith that if they take this action, things will work. And of course, it sometimes it doesn't, but that's not a failure. That doesn't mean that it's never gonna work. It just means that you still have to find the right way. So pile number 1, I feel that there is going to be major upgrade, especially when it comes to your lifestyle. You have justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. I'm getting that there's going to be justice for you, pile number 1, when it comes to all of the hard work that you have been putting in the area of your career and your self-development. So this is where you're going to get your justice. This is where you're going to get your success in that area of your life. And you also have options. Consider the career possibilities that are opening to you. So yeah, I feel this reading is mainly regarding your career here, pile number 1. I feel there's going to be a lot of changes when it comes to your career. Some of you might be changing your career path. Maybe that's the risk that you need to take. Maybe the risk that you need to take is to take a different approach when it comes to your career, to implement some changes, to maybe totally change your career and find a new job, maybe start your own business. But there is a sense of risk factor that you're taking when it comes to your career. But with the justice and the options, this is telling me that you taking this risk is just going to lead to you receiving what you deserve. You're receiving your cake, right? And it's going to lead to more options when it comes to your career. It's going to open a lot of new doors, a lot of new possibilities when it comes to your career. Expect major change, pile number 1, when it comes to your career. I feel a lot of you, if you're watching this right now, I feel summertime is going to be very important when it comes to your career, and there will be many, many changes happening, especially with the sun card. This is making me think of summertime. So I expect during summertime there to be something big changing when it comes to your career, right? Whether this is going to be your position, whether you're changing your career completely, or your side hustle is going to start taking off. Something is happening regarding your career, and it's very positive, okay? You guys have cat. Speak your truth. Have strength, faith, and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Wow. So there is a need for you guys to share your opinion, to share your side of the story, to share your experience, or to share yourself to the world. You have justice, and then you have here your voice has never been more needed. So maybe some of you, your purpose in life or your career goal is to be maybe a lawyer, to be an advocate for something, to speak up, to let your voice guide people. And this is Spirit encouraging you that your voice has never been more needed in this world, right? And you can do many things with your voice. You can speak, you can sing, you can preach. There's so many things, right? And the main thing is that you guys need to express some kind of message to the world, because it really needs to be heard right now. Your story needs to be heard right now by the world. You have Spider, Dreamweaver. Wow, tune into the energetic grinds around you. Where can you send your energy for healing? Exactly. There's it feels like the universe and your spirit guides are asking you, you have such beautiful story, such a healing energy, such powerful presence, and it's almost telling you you need to redirect it. You need to redirect this to show it to the world, to use it somehow to express yourself, because it's going to help so many people, pile number 1. And this is the way that you're going to get your success. By you being the brand, you are your source of income is what I want to say, and you are your biggest investment. So maybe if you have been wanting to invest in maybe your appearance, your skills, I always say this, but I feel that you are, you're timeless. You're going to last forever. You're going to be with yourself forever, right? You're with yourself from the day of birth till the end, and you are the best thing you can invest in, okay? Whatever this means for you, whatever is going to make you feel good, invest in yourself. Don't be afraid to spend money on yourself, because that money is going to return so fast. Pile number 1, okay? The next thing that you guys have looking deeper, deep within you, is a majestic radiance. Yeah, such a powerful reading for you, pile number 1, because Spirit is clearly trying to tell you that there is something magical about you. There is something special about you. And don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on your talent. Don't sleep on your potential. Don't sleep on your message and your story. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. There is clearly something different about you. There is clearly something that you can bring out to the world that's going to make a difference. You have the star again and the mouth. Do you notice this? So your special skill, your special talent has to do with you expressing yourself through your words, through your voice, right? And this again is making me think of singing and stardom. But for some of you, it's just going to be about making a YouTube channel. It's going to be about, right, defending people when it comes to justice, or starting a podcast. Whatever it is, you guys have a special talent when it comes to your voice. You also have recovery. I'm hearing a lot of you have healed and now it's time to take action. And you also have be assertive. As I said in the beginning, be courageous, pile number 1. You need to be courageous when it comes to taking this leap of faith. You cannot let fear get in the way. Don't do it, pile number 1. I know it's tempting, but you can't do that right now because you're way too close to give up now. All right, let's take a look at your last message for today. You have strength of character and moral integrity. I love this message. This is one of my favorite messages in this deck. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. This is exactly talking about what I was mentioning before. Pile number 1 is talking about your story and how you need to share it to the world, because you went through all of those things. You went through all of those trial and errors in your life so that you can build this strong character, so that you can build this almost like warrior type character, because it has to do with your life purpose. You guys are meant to speak from your experience. You cannot help people in these areas of their life if you haven't gone through it yourself, right? You cannot give them advice on how to heal from this, because they feel that that's your purpose here, pile number 1. And you can do this in so many different ways, right? You can do this by being a coach, by again doing something with the justice system, writing a book, singing, a podcast. There's so many different ways for you to express this. So you need to find the best way that's going to work for you, is what I'm feeling. But Spirit wants to tell you the way that you're going to achieve success is by using your voice. So please keep this in mind, pile number 1. This was a very powerful message, and I hope that this resonated with you. If it didn't, please leave a like and a comment, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about what message would your spiritual team like to tell you before everything starts happening for you. So pile number 2, let's begin by shuffling your cards. And if you wish to skip this part, then the timestamp, as always, is in the description. So let's see pile 2. Let me tune into your energy. All right, let's see what your spirit guides would like to tell you before everything starts happening for you. What does pile number 2 need to hear before everything starts to happen for them, before their big break, Spirit? Okay, let's get your oracles. What do you need to hear before everything starts to happen? Pile number 2, Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 2 today? What message does pile number 2 need to receive? Oh, all right. Those were too many cards. Let's shuffle again. What message does pile number 2 need to receive today? Message for pile number 2. What do they need to hear? Message for pile number 2. Right, and let's get your last card, pile number 2. What do you need to hear today before everything starts to happen for you? What is the important message? Okay, I have your cards, and let's take a look now at your message. I'm super excited. Pile number 1 was really powerful, so we'll see what kind of message comes through for you. But for your card pile number 2, you chose, sorry, oh my god, the moth and eucalyptus. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. An ending, okay, and this beautiful black crystal. I chose this crystal because of your card. I feel the first thing that I heard for you, pile number 2, was, you know, endings are always opportunities for new beginnings. Just because something is ending, it doesn't mean that the door is completely closed, that your life has completely been shut down. Just look at this as a new door that's going to open, because everything that leaves your life, every time there is space open in your life, it's never going to be kept empty. It's always going to be replaced by something that's more fitting for you, something that resonates more with you at this current moment in your current situation. So I feel what you need to hear today, pile number 2, is that some of you, I feel you need to hear don't be sad. I don't know why I heard that, but I feel some of you need to hear don't be sad, because I feel I'm seeing like a white color. So this to me is thinking that like this thing that's gonna happen for you is the new beginning after the ending. So I'm curious to see what is this going to bring for you. I feel there is a lot of positive energy coming in for you. So I don't know if you went through something, pile number 2. I know that endings sometimes can be quite painful, but I feel that this was just to lead you to something better. Let's see what is this about for you. You have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like some of you might feel a little bit confused. Maybe you don't know where you're standing with the situation. The Tower. Wow. Yeah, talking about endings. I feel like I know what this is about. Page of Pentacles. I was trying to read what it said there, but I think that it's nothing. Okay. 5 of Cups. And your last, oh my god, look at this, Knight of Cups. Wow, I love this. I love your message, pile number 2. So fitting with what I was saying and the whole ending and new beginning. I feel, pile number 2, what you need to hear today, your last message that you need to hear before everything happens. What ended in your life, admit to yourself that it wasn't maybe the rightest, how do you say, like the exact thing that you needed. And I know, because I've been in situations like this myself in the past, where I strongly held on to things for years and years. I didn't want to let go, because in my head I always try to find an excuse as to why it will work and why I should keep holding on to it, even though deep down in my intuition I always knew that this needed to be let go of. And I knew that as soon as I let go of this thing, good things would start to come my way. And I feel that's what's happening with you. I feel like that's what you're going through here. There is something that's keeping you confused. You don't know where you stand in this situation. You don't know where is your place in the situation. This could be with a person, with your relationship, maybe a family member, maybe your job, whatever it is. I feel something is keeping you confused, pile number 2, sorry. And it needs to go. You know, as much as you don't want to hear this, I feel a lot of you need to sit down and really think about it and admit to yourself. And I know it's really hard to do this when you are in the middle of it, but when it finally ends, I'm promising you, you will be able to see how much this thing you didn't need it in your life, because it's going to be replaced by a blessing right away. Look at the 5 of Cups. Right? You might be focusing on what's falling apart, but right around the corner, it's your wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups, you know, look at the drastic difference between these two cards. It's like on this one, it almost feels like this person was trying their best, right, to prepare everything, to make everything great, maybe for another person, for a celebration, whatever it is. They were trying their best, but in the end, a small hurdle happened and Three of the Cups dropped, but they're not realizing that everything else looks amazing. And look at the Nine of Cups. Look at how successful this castle is built and all of the cups are balancing on it. I feel that pile number 2, this ending is what's going to bring your biggest wish. I feel that this needs to end so that you guys can be realigned on your path, because I feel that where you are headed right now with this thing, it's not leading you to your highest purpose. It's not leading you to where you want to go, even though in your head you might be thinking like, this is the way for me to get here. But I feel that there is a different way for you to get to where you want to be. So, and then again, I'm speaking this from my experience. I actually went recently, maybe a couple of years ago, through something like this where I wanted to get to one place and I was like, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. But there was like such this type of tower energy of confusion, not knowing where I'm standing, where I'm going. And eventually that situation fell apart, and it's what put me in the right direction to get to where I wanted to be. So I feel like that's what's happening here for you. You might not be realizing this right now because you're too focused on what's falling apart. But what is breaking down right now is what's going to put you in the right place in order to get your wish, pile number 2. That's what you need to hear today. All right, you have Venus. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. Well, so much about the beach. Maybe you love the beach. But I feel right now you need to focus on loving yourself as much as possible. Don't talk negatively to yourself is what I'm hearing, pile number 2. Don't judge yourself. You did nothing wrong. You really need to hear that you did nothing wrong. This is all just how it happens, and this is your story. Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Wow, that's super cool, pile number 2. I feel a lot of you, you know, after this ending happens, I feel a lot of you will be taking maybe a lot of trips. You will be just having fun and enjoying your life. I see that you will discover many, many different things about yourself. And this tower moment is actually going to bring in a lot of new experience. You might not be seeing this right now, but I feel a lot of you will be traveling. You also have books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So maybe a lot of you want to read, you want to be authors, you want to write. We do also have this person here like on the laptop, and it seems like they're working. So I feel, pile number 2, I'm picking up that a lot of you will start to work from home. I feel that a lot of you, pile number 2, you will start to work from home, or you will kind of get a remote job that kind of allows you to travel and work at the same time. Maybe that's what you guys wish for, and that's kind of like your dream career. So I feel that a lot of you, there is going to be, also this kind of came up similar message in pile number 1, but it almost feels like there will be a really drastic change in your lifestyle, pile number 2. I feel like you will start to gain happiness back. You will be able to find something that you really strongly connect with, because maybe the reason why you don't want to let go of this thing right now is because you feel like this is your identity, this is who you are. And I feel like this is going to force you to turn your focus elsewhere, and you will discover something that you connect with a lot more. Maybe this is traveling, maybe this is books, it could be anything, right? You also have the giraffe, the bigger picture. Take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings. I feel this really well explains what I was saying with the 5 of Cups, is right now you're not seeing the bigger picture. Right now you're too focused on what's not working, and you're not seeing that behind you, look at how beautiful you've made something, right? You're just focused on what didn't work. Elephant, grounding. Ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. Yeah, I feel a lot of you, Your emotions might be a little bit I don't want to say all over the place, but you might be too letting your emotions affect you too deeply right now. That might be something that is happening for some of you, and I feel you need to regain your strength. um, Spend some time with grounding, and you need to realize that nothing has failed. I feel you need to hear this. Don't be sad, Paul number two. Nothing has failed. I feel that there is much better things coming your way. Know that like your life can never be left empty. It almost always gets, whatever leaves your life, it always gets replaced by something so much better, so much more aligned for you, something that will bring you more happiness. You have believing in magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Wow, look at how many like surprises and new experiences are waiting for you, pile number two. I feel you really need to start like having a little bit more faith in the spiritual world and how magical the universe can be when you are on the right path. You know, I can tell you this as well from my experience. The way you're gonna know that you are on the right path is depending on, I feel, how much you're crying. If I'm being honest, because when I wasn't on the right path, I would cry every single day because I didn't feel happy, I didn't feel satisfied, you know. And I will tell you, where there are hurdles, where there is confusion, where there is pain, tears, it really means that what you're doing right now is not aligned with your higher purpose. And at that time, I thought it was normal, you know, for us to cry every day and to feel our emotions. But now I can tell you, I haven't cried in maybe like, I don't know, like 8 months. And maybe the last time I cried was because I was so happy. So I will tell you, if you're feeling these emotions, it really tells you that you're not aligned and that something needs to change so that you can get aligned with your purpose. And don't get mad at this, don't be afraid of this change, because it's what's going to lead to your blessing. It's what's going to lead to your happiness. Pile number two. You also, yeah, healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. As I was saying, you guys, there is something about your past that needs to be let go of in order to welcome new change, to welcome clarity, to welcome more strength. So don't hold such a tight grip on what's trying to fall apart, simply, because that's what's going to put you in the right direction to your wish, to your peace, to your beautiful future. A year from now. Okay, a year from now, you guys will be at a much better place. I feel that this 1 year from when you're watching this video is going to be a very transformative time for you. Expect a lot of changes, a lot of transformations. It's going to be about you finding your right place in this world. And you also have improving health. Yeah, I feel that you 1 year from now, you're going to be healed. Everything is going to be improved. 1 year from now, your life is going to be much more stable, and you will be at a much better place. Pile number two is what I'm feeling here for you. Okay, let's see your last card. You guys have internal memories. The best things in life are the people you've loved, the places you've seen, and the memories you've made along the way. Yeah, I feel a lot of you, this is kind of making me think of like you're gonna experience a lot of different things which are gonna, you know, create a lot of new memories for you. So again, it's reminding me of you traveling a lot, exploring a lot of places, meeting a lot of new people. So I want to tell you, Paul number two, that actually, if you let go of this thing that is giving you so much pain, it's going to open the door for a lot of new opportunities. And that's the thing that's going to start happening for you, is a new beginning, new opportunities, new experiences, new people, new memories, as long as you let things end. That's what I'm hearing for you, Paul number two. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, please leave a like and a comment. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number three. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about what is the last message that your spiritual team would like to tell you before everything starts to happen for you. Okay, pile three, let's begin by shuffling your cards. And if you want to skip this part, the timestamp is in the description. All right, let's see. What is the last message that you need to hear today before everything starts to happen for you, before the big break? What is the last message for pile number 3, Spirit? What would you like to tell them today before everything starts to happen for them? Pile number 3. Okay, I feel like taking these cards for you. All right, let's get your oracles now. We have a lot of cards today. What is the last message that pile number 3 needs to hear? Last message for pile number 3, Spirit. What are the last words that you would like to tell them today before things start to happen for them? Pile number 3. The last words that they need to hear. Pile number 3, message for pile number 3, Spirit. Oh, sorry. What would you like to tell them? Message for pile number 3. I feel like taking this one. So what's this one? And let's get your last card. What message does pile number 3 need to hear? Spirit, I feel like taking this one. Okay. So let's take a look at your message now. We have your cards. Super excited. Today's readings have been so powerful. So I'm looking forward to your reading as well, pile number 3. As your card, you guys chose the turtle and the coriander with satisfaction. And also this beautiful yellow crystal, which seems a little bit white on camera, but it's like a very pale yellow color. Okay. What I'm thinking of right now is slow but steady wins the race. You know, we all know the story of the turtle, right? Who wins the race? So that's kind of what is making me think of the turtle. It's like, I feel like you guys have been taking your time with something. And you know, you have satisfaction here. So I feel there is a big reward that's coming your way. And I feel that the thing that's about to happen, I feel Spirit wants to tell you good job. That's what I heard from them very strongly. I heard good job. You did the right thing. You took the right steps. You did everything right. You're amazing, pile 3. I really feel you did something really well here. You executed something very well. And I feel that the outcome, you're going to be very satisfied with it, or you're already very satisfied, sorry, with how you did something. Let's see your card so we can get more detailed about your message. What do you need to hear today? Wow, Queen of Swords. Yeah, I love this. Okay, you have the 8 of Wands. Wow. Oh, things are gonna start happening for you guys. I feel you're gonna be the most, kind of like the most affected from all piles. Ooh, 6 of Wands. Yeah, I'm telling you. You're gonna be so happy with how something goes. Temperance. Yeah, really explains the turtle energy. Okay, and your last tarot card, the High Priestess. Wow. Maybe you guys got like a reading about this, or maybe a psychic told you about this thing that's gonna happen, or you're feeling it already. You might be a psychic yourself and you're kind of already seeing this. Maybe you had a vision about this, something. Ooh, my heart started beating so fast right now. Suddenly, wow, why did that happen? I don't know. That ever happens. Oh my god, yeah. Pile number 3, I'm telling you, you're gonna be the most affected by this event, because I feel a lot of you, this is a result of your hard work. With the Queen of Swords, it's showing me that regarding something in your life, what I was saying before, you were really disciplined. You were very like, I feel a lot of you have this energy of hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work, right? And I feel a lot of you show up for the things that you want to do every day. And that's kind of why I don't really believe in talent, you know. I feel that you can learn everything. Like everything can be learned with the right amount of practice, with the right sources. I feel that everything you can learn, everything, you know, it's kind of debatable to talk about talent and stuff, but at least from my perspective, I I don't want to put restrictions that you can all be talented in something, because I feel that you don't have to be the most talented in something that to succeed in. And I just feel that you need to work the hardest and you need to be consistent. I feel like consistency, it's really important. And that's what I'm seeing here. You guys have been very consistent in something, very patient with yourself when it comes to learning, when it comes to polishing this project or the skill. And I'm saying that it's really gonna backfire for you guys, but it's in a really good way with the Eight of Wands and then the Six of Wands afterwards. I feel that you're gonna see the type of energy, like it's like the overnight success for you when something blows up overnight. So, you know, we do have this reading today. It's about the last message before everything starts happening. So I feel the last thing that you need to hear, pile number 3, is you did an amazing job and you have such good work ethic to make everything possible for yourself. Just know that this is like so soon for you guys. I feel a lot of you are going to experience some kind of public success, public recognition. Could be something that you're doing online or on the media. And I see that a lot of you are going to be almost like attacked by so many things to the point where you start feeling overwhelmed. It's like maybe there is like brands reaching out to you like everywhere. You're just being bombarded with like so many opportunities, contracts, people reaching out to you, wanting to sign you, wanting to work with you, or you might have a lot of job interviews coming up and everybody wants to get you to work for their company. It's that type of energy where people are fighting over you, who's gonna take you to make like this big something big out of you, is what I'm feeling. Okay. And you know, I it's really funny with this Temperance card. It's like this woman here is meditating, but she's keeping one of her eyes open. It's almost like you're peeking and you're like, I knew that this was gonna happen. It almost feels like you're so patiently waiting, but you're peeking and you're like, I know any second now. I'm feeling it any second now with this High Priestess. So that's what's happening for you. Yeah, amazing. Call number 3. I feel your message is just good job. You did a good job. Enjoy your success now, right? Let's see your other cards though. You have, wow, radically changed with Uranus. Oh, do you say that like that? Or was it, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I hope it's Uranus. But I feel I'm saying that wrong because it sounds wrong in my head. All right. I'm sorry. I hope I'm saying it right. Anyways, besides the point, you have radically changed. So I mentioned you're going to be the most affected by this thing that's happening for you with the Eight of Wands. It's really going to be fast, almost overwhelming. You're going to feel attacked from all sides by good things, right? By opportunities, by it almost going to start, you know, to make you feel like, oh my God, like, what do I do? You might feel a little bit lost, like a little bit, you know, like there's too much coming your way, but you can handle it. Pile number 3. I really feel there is so much good results coming in from your hard work and your patience because you did something very right here. You also have sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Yeah, you might start to feel a little bit more overwhelmed or a little bit more sensitive. So maybe that's also why this meditation card is here. It's like to encourage you to try to stay as calm as possible when all of this starts to happen, because I feel that a lot of you haven't dealt with energies like this, and at times it might be a little bit overwhelming, but again, I feel just try to stay as grounded as possible and no worries. Pile 3. You have energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Again, something about meditation here. I feel that you're gonna really need to find a way to ground your energy during this time. Yeah, or spirit is wanting to tell you to enjoy the peace now before everything starts happening, because I feel there's going to be a very busy period ahead of you, pile number 3, because just so many things will be happening. So many things in so many areas of your life. It might get overwhelming. So just try to ground your energy as much as possible here, is what I'm feeling. Ooh, look at this butterfly emerging. Take the leap of faith. Yeah, there is something emerging for you guys. Something is changing. The butterfly, it's making me think of, like, coming out of the cocoon. So it's like you're almost coming out of hiding. It almost feels like you kind of disappeared for a little bit from the world because you went to work hard on something, and you just didn't have the time to maybe even post on social media, be on social media, see some of the people in your life. And I feel you maybe went in like a hermit energy in order to develop yourself, and I feel now that you're ready to come out of the world to show the world what you've created, what you have learned. And I feel it's going to work really well. I feel that a lot of people are going to be, clapping at you, being mesmerized by you. They're really going to look at you as like you're not even a human being, like there is something so special about you. Yeah, you're going to look like unreachable, or just, yeah, very powerful, pile number 3. Wow, look at this leaf clutter with ants, army of life. Ask for help, seek support, you are not alone. When I saw the ants, it made me think of how hard the ants work, right? To create their home, to get food and everything. And I feel that's what you've been doing. You have been working really, really hard. And I want to say, I feel a lot of you are going to build a huge community. You might be trying to do something online, and I feel a lot of you are going to gain a lot of followers, or you're going to gain a lot of supporters, a lot of people who support what you're doing, what you're trying to do. It almost feels like just a lot of new people are going to be discovering you. It's like you have a big audience of people, is what I'm seeing with the army here. You're soon going to reach a really big support in your life, pile number 3. All right. Embarking on an adventure, I savor the wonders of the world. All of in all of the piles there was like traveling coming up. I don't know, because summertime is approaching, so we will be all taking some vacations, doing some traveling, so maybe that's why we're getting so many travel cards in all the piles today. But I really feel that maybe you will be going somewhere. Maybe this success will present you with an opportunity to go somewhere, to travel somewhere. You might be invited to go somewhere. Yeah, I feel a lot of you're gonna. I don't know. I'm getting like the star energy from you, like a pop star or like a rock star or something like that. I hope this resonates for some of you, but I really feel that a lot of you are meant to be famous here. Um, and you're meant to like experience many different things in your life. Let's see. Wow, emerging. Look at this. You have emerging twice. Emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. Yeah, it almost feels like a lot of you like went in like hermit energy for a while here, and maybe you didn't get out of the house much because you were working so hard, or you just like kind of ignored a lot of things in your life because you didn't have the time. Maybe this is like going out with your friends, with your acquaintances, posting on social media or something. You didn't have the time. But I feel that now you will be at the energy where you're ready to come out of the world again. You're kind of ready to come out of hiding because the work is almost done, and you're going to be very satisfied with the outcome, is what I'm feeling, pile number 3. Yeah, you have to take action. So yeah, it's like it's finally time for everything to step into action. I feel for you, the only thing that you need to hear is just good job. You did amazing, and you have unlikely here. I'm hearing it's unlikely that things are gonna go the way that you want them to, pile number 3, after all of the hard work that you put into something, after all of the patience and dedication you put into something. It's unlikely for it to work. So don't let that be a concern of yours, because I feel that it's time for you guys to start taking action, or for things to start happening for you. Okay, and let's see your last message to end your reading. You guys have white rose. Look at this, new start and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Exactly. I feel like a lot of you know who you are. I feel a lot of you know what your purpose is, what you came here to do on this earth. And it's finally, you have new start and take action. You have the wisdom now, pile number 3, in order for this to happen. You have the wisdom now to start. You have the knowledge, the skills to start. So it almost to me feels like you went in a hermit energy to maybe learn the necessary skills or develop yourself, invest in yourself, and now you're ready to take action. Now you're ready to come out to the world and be seen and shine. So I feel what you need to hear today, pile number 3, is you did an amazing job. You were so brave, you were so patient, and I feel your spiritual team just want to send you like a really big hug and tell you amazing work. And it's time for you to watch things happen for yourself. So that's what I have for your reading today, pile number 3. I hope that this resonated for you. If it didn't, please leave a like and a comment, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye, guys.